morning, my friends. It's your old pal Jordan the Lion. Well, today is going to be a kind of a sad day because we're going to be leaving my grandpa's house in this area of Ohio, and we're going to head out to past Columbus and go visit my best friend Seth, and we're going to stay with him for a couple of days. But my grandpa and I decided we're going to do something before I leave. If you remember a couple of days ago, I showed you a place called Buffalo Jack's, and he said, why don't we go there before you leave? You never gotta have it, let's go. And so we decided we were gonna go today, and I actually told my mom that we were going, and she goes, oh my God, you couldn't pay me to go there. She said, everything on that menu just about makes me sick. So I know that I'm gonna love this. I know this is gonna be one heck of an experience, and just hearing what my grandpa said is on that menu, I think you guys are gonna have your eyes pop out of your head. Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now.
There's a story that popped up this morning about that.
I remember when that place right there used to be an ice cream parlor. My dad took me there once. We are back. Well, this should be exciting. If nothing else, it should be entertaining. How's the food here, my friend? Well, as soon as we walk in, they have a giant stuffed buffalo and a bunch of pictures of Buffalo Bill's Wild Wild West. Wow. And there, my grandpa was right. They have a polar bear. That's a big one. And right here as you walk to the bathroom, you got these guys, and you got this guy. Nice shield too. I walked into the back dining room because this place has about 4 or 5 rooms, and they just have stuff everywhere. Look at that. Isn't that something? Take a look at the border around the wallpaper. Some authentic bows. Arrow here. Arrowheads over there. Actually no bows, but I'm surprised. This area there's a lot of Indian activity, so we used to find arrowheads even when I was a kid out hiking with my grandpa. And this is also Annie Oakley country, so there's Annie Oakley. How about that? Look at that. There we go, there's a bow and arrow set. We're about to get our menus, and if you see right here, it says we specialize in wild game meat. So the breakfast doesn't have quite the chaos that we were expecting, but I'm gonna see if I can check out a lunch menu after we order, but I think I'm gonna get the covered wagon right there. Now if you read this right here on their advertisement, you can see it says buffalo, alligator, elk, and venison. Yeah, take a look at this. They brought me a dinner menu. This is what we were gonna show you guys. So take a look at that. You start out with an alligator sampler. You can get antelope, buffalo, elk, venison, wild boar, alligator dinner. Look at that, elk chops. Now that's interesting, I've never seen that. It's a buffalo Philly cheesesteak made with buffalo steak. Buffalo burger. You can get walleye. Look at that. Pretty good menu if you're into the game. What were you telling me was sometimes on the menu, but they don't have it right now?
Rattlesnake on the menu.
And you asked them where they got it, and she said Texas, right? Now check out the back of the menu. You can get turtle soup. Well, our food is here. That is a ton of food. I basically got the, what is it, beef fried steak type deal with a biscuit, some eggs, toast. Nice.
What the devil are you taking pictures for?
Check this out, they even have a bear. Kind of cool light fixture. Well, we are finished. That was one heck of a great meal. we're gonna call it a day here at Buffalo Jack's. I highly recommend this place if you ever come to Covington. There's the glorious Troy Water Tower. Any of you wanted to see it, there it is.
There's a new one they just put.
2 in a row, huh? Fancy. So my grandpa brought me to some place. He said, you gotta see inside here. You won't believe some of the stuff this guy has. Well, he wasn't kidding. This is actually a laundromat. But, I mean, he's got stuff everywhere. Look at this. Wow. It's like stepping back in time. Picture Abraham Lincoln up there on the wall. Mickey Mantle. Wow. It's almost like a thrift store. All the old Dayton Bombers hockey team. Yep. Cincinnati Reds. Oh, those are some old Reds up there. I see Joe Nuxall. He was our radio announcer when I was a kid. Wow, there's a fencing mask. Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb in there. Wow, old boxing gloves. That's a chest protector for an umpire. Yep, Mickey Mantle. Wow. And these are some old pictures of the city. There's the monument right there in town. Wow. I'm glad he brought me in here. This is awesome. Oktoberfest Stein. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I have that same exact picture on my wall. That W.C. Fields? That's from My Little Chickadee. That is nuts. What are the odds? Oh my gosh! It's the Who Tommy pinball machine. Oh my gosh, that is unreal! I can't believe that. Look at the I've never seen this pinball machine, but look at that. That is crazy. Boy, my grandpa was right when he said this guy has a lot of stuff that you'd like to take a look at. This is, I mean, this is like walking back in time. That rooster's sitting there on the end of that. There's an old produce scale. There's a Cincinnati Reds old time hat. That's Mr. Redlegs type hat. Look at all that stuff. The Mickey Mouse ukulele. Wow, this place is neat. I can't believe it. That is a puzzle with all the presidents. It looks like leading up to Nixon. I see up there. It starts basically at 12 o'clock with George Washington, and just to the left of him is Nixon, so that must be the end. And then there's an old-time straw hat that says, "Keep the spirit of St. Louis alive." Then you have, look at that, an old voting announcement. Look at all that Civil War stuff. That is crazy. I just can't believe this. I mean, he has a, don't worry, he has a security camera in here, so in case anybody tries to take anything, but wow. Then my grandpa's pointing out up there all the Indianapolis 500 winners from 1911 to 1971. This place is crazy. Oh, Cub Foods. Any Ohioans remember Cub Foods? And take a look at the fan. It's an Ohio State fan. So look here behind all these little hoses and stuff. There's a Jimmy Carter for president. And Jim Morrison's arrest photo. And then all kinds of shears and wow. Everything has its own kind of theme. There's all the fishing stuff. Take a look at that. Titanic. Even his trash can is an old barrel. He's got a saddle, he's got a lasso, he's got boots, all that stuff. And here,
wagon wheel that used to be on the old wagons all across country.
Wow. And it kind of reminds me of where we just ate with this bear holding the dustpan. Wow. Here's some old potato chip tins, and this is the famous Ohio Mike Sells. And there's the moon landing and the Lindbergh announcement. Look at that, that's an airplane made out of pop cans, old Coke cans. There's stuff hanging just everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's something. Wow, what an interesting place. That's a puzzle. And I'm pretty sure that is a like a paddle from a college or something. So my grandpa was telling me that his neighbor actually used to have a restaurant in here at one point, long time ago, and said even before that this was an old beer joint. And he said until this town passed a no beer ordinance and they had to shut it down. So now it's a laundromat. Go figure. This is, I mean, this place is insane. Pretty cool. All the way down to an old postage stamp machine. There's an old roller skate. Yep, and that's a, my grandpa was pointing at, that's a NCR National Cash Register made right here in Dayton. Look at this pipe tobacco ad. It's kind of funny, he's got a Guitar Hero guitar on top of an old camera. It's so cool. There's an old radio and an old kaleidoscope. Did you see these announcements for the whooping cough and the mumps? Public Health Service. Take care.
Hey.
I don't know how I didn't notice there's a little school desk here. And we'll end it on this guy. We're gonna go visit my grandma and my dad. Well, there's my dad. And here's Mamaw. The nicest plot in the cemetery, I think. Fitting, because she's the nicest lady, too. The Near You on there, that was my grandpa and her song. Their wedding song. Yep. Where's the puppy? Hi! We missed you, everybody's missed you! What do you say, you think you missed me? Did you miss me? Tell everybody if you missed me or not. Ah! You're biting my finger. Now you're showing everybody what you're all about. Thanks. Well, little partner, we're gonna go see Mom, take her to the doctor, and then we're gonna head out of here. We're gonna say goodbye to Papa, and we're going to Columbus. Country roads, take me home. Well, those of you who have watched my videos last time we were in Ohio, we had another family member that was in those videos. It was Ellie Mae, and she passed away about 2 months ago. So I just thought, since She was in the other videos, and many of the Facebook group people know my mom, and they knew how upset my mom was. I would show you guys her remains. Man, look at that gigantic American flag over there. That thing is huge. Well, we made it to visit my friend Seth, and he's definitely got the Halloween spirit with his ghosts hanging from the balcony. Well, we made it to Columbus, and I have to extend my rental car for one more day. And you remember all the nonsense that I went through to get the rental car? Well, it didn't end there. Now, when I rented it there, they said, hey, if you need to extend it a day, you just call us. That's no problem, we can just extend it. I'm trying to do that, and now they're telling me that I actually have to bring the car an hour to where the airport is because they gave me a car that the registration is gonna expire tomorrow. Can you believe that? And then they don't wanna just come swap the car for me. So they're like, well, you'll have to call us tomorrow because we're trying to call the airport office and we can't get in touch with the airport office. I feel like Benny Hill's running dollar rental car in Columbus Airport. I don't understand. This is like the Three Stooges. So this is Susquehanna. Here's my buddy Seth. We made it here to Granville. We're hanging out, and John's got a little bit of nature to relieve himself on. Ah, nature. Yeah. Well, my friends, we're gonna call it a night. I wanted to thank Andrew Durden, Eileen Rosenberg, and Spanky for all becoming Patreons. And come back and see me tomorrow. We'll be hanging out, exploring the world with my friend Seth. This is probably my oldest best friend. We met when I was a senior in high school and I had a band, and he was the artist for the band and even was in the band for a while, and we've just always been super close. So come back tomorrow and see what crazy adventures we get into together. Have a great night, and from above Columbus, or what, I don't know, east of Columbus, have a great night. We'll see you all then. Goodbye. Control it.